Welcome to The Explainer. Most people think they have a money problem, but the truth? It's actually a lot more interesting than that. Ever feel like your paycheck just vanishes into thin air? Well, you're not wrong, but it's not just disappearing. It's being systematically drained in ways you might not even see coming.
You know that feeling, right? You get to the end of the month, look at your bank account, and just wonder, where did it all go? But here's the thing, this isn't about you failing. It's about a modern spending problem, one that's kind of baked into the way our economy works today. And once you see the numbers, you'll get why feeling financially stressed has become so normal.
Okay, so let's look at the official breakdown. This comes straight from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. And when you look at this chart, one thing just jumps right out at you. It's not even a close race. Housing. I mean, look at that. It swallows a massive 34% of the average American's entire budget.
So yeah, let's start right there. Let's talk about these huge foundational costs that are squeezing your budget before you even get a chance to buy a coffee or think about savings. This is the baseline pressure that pretty much defines what it's like to manage money today. And this right here, this shows you everything you need to know. Back in 1985, you could expect to spend, maybe 25% of what you made on a place to live. Fast forward to today, that number has ballooned to 30, even 40%. And here's the real kicker. Over that same time, average wages haven't even come close to keeping up with that explosion in housing costs. That one single gap has completely changed the game for millions of people. Want to see it in dollars and cents? Here it is, $1,958. That's the national average for monthly rent in 2024. Think about that, nearly $2,000. That's not some fancy luxury. For a lot of folks, that's just the price of admission. It's this massive fixed cost that dictates every other financial choice you have to make. All right, so you've paid your rent. Now let's pile on the average monthly car payment. A lot of us think of a car as something we just have to have, right? A necessity. But at this price, it's really acting like a hidden luxury. It's another huge chunk of change flying out of your account every single month, usually for something that's losing value the second you drive it. So you've got these giant fixed costs for your house and your car. What happens next? Well, a lot of people turn to credit cards to bridge the gap. But check this out. The average credit card APR, that's the interest you're paying, is at a decades-long high. That means any debt you carry becomes this incredibly powerful drain on your wealth, turning what was a small purchase into a long, expensive burden. But it doesn't stop there. Even with these massive costs eating up your paycheck, there's something else going on. A quieter, more subtle force that explains why, even when you get a raise, you don't really feel any richer. It's kind of sneaky. And this is what it is. It's called lifestyle creep. This is the silent assassin of budgets. It's the real reason so many of us feel broke no matter how much we make. And no, it's not about your daily latte. It's about how, bit by bit, almost without you noticing, your spending just expands to match whatever money you have coming in. And in today's world, lifestyle creep is on steroids. It looks like, a few streaming subscriptions here, a food delivery app there. And these frictionless payments, Apple Pay, one-click ordering, they make it so easy to spend money without even thinking about it. Plus, all those automatic renewals, they're like these tiny, constant leaks in your financial boat, just dripping, dripping, month after month. Okay, so we've kind of laid out the problem, right? We've seen the big, obvious drains and the quiet, sneaky ones. But here's the most important part. You can absolutely take back control. This isn't a story about being helpless. It's about being strategic. And the answer isn't to just cut everything you love and live on ramen. No, it's about being aware. It really comes down to 3 pretty simple steps. First, just map it out. For 1 month, see where your money is actually going. No judgment, just data. Second, find those automatic drains. Just scroll through your bank statement and highlight every subscription and recurring payment. You might be surprised what you find. And finally, the best part, you get to reallocate that money with intention. You decide where you want it to go instead. That's where the power is. Look, if there is one single thing you walk away with today, I want it to be this. You have to reframe this whole thing. You're not bad with money. You're navigating a complex financial system that often benefits from your confusion. So the first step to taking back control is just cutting yourself some slack. And that really brings us to the final question, doesn't it? Knowing all this is one thing, but actually doing something is what makes a difference. So now that you can see where the drains are, the question isn't, can you fix it? The real question is, which one are you going to plug up first?